Conn Murray, chairman of Treaty United. Conn, it's a big day today, I suppose, with the opening of the applications for licences for the next season of League of Ireland football, and Treaty United are I suppose, looking to submit an application or to get the ball rolling on this.
It's an important day in terms of Treaty, and it's a day that's been coming for a while. It's an opportunity for us to express our interest very clearly in bringing Senior Men's League of Ireland soccer back to the Midwest.
Conn, I suppose, look, we all know how difficult it is within the sporting environment, within all environments at the moment with COVID-19, and trying to plan ahead. With regards to those considerations, have you kind of planned for best case and worst case scenario with this application, or what's the planning process been like for yourselves?
Well, you're dead right in fairness, Raf. The situation here is that we've been working in the background now for quite a number of months, and we've had a very good year in learning and working with our senior women's team and under 17s team. So we have experience. We know some of the issues that come up in terms of challenges. But in fairness, first of all, can I say they've had a fantastic season and an unfortunate weekend, but they fought bravely wearing the Treaty jersey. And we're very proud of what they've achieved today. But the lessons have been learned in that regard, Raf. It's a start. We know it's not an easy path. It requires support from all quarters. To date, we've had nothing but support, in fairness to those that have come forward and have talked to us. But the licensing process is quite strict. The criteria is very clear. We've done what is necessary to put ourselves in a very strong position to comply with that criteria. And it's in the hands of the FAI after that. But we're confident that we've done everything we can in order to bring League of Ireland soccer back here.
I suppose the key word for League of Ireland soccer and for all these license applications is sustainability. What steps, I suppose, are Treaty United taking to ensure the long-term sustainability of League of Ireland soccer in Limerick? Because I think that's where the general public will really buy into this if they see that this isn't, this isn't just another fleeting attempt at League of Ireland soccer. They want this to be done right, and that's, I suppose, what you're ultimately aiming to do.
It's a journey, and we've said that, and it's a 5-year project in many regards, and it's a step-by-step scenario. We've started off by putting a not-for-profit company in place called Treaty United Limited. We have a very strong board of people coming from all aspects of life in terms of business and sporting, with great pedigree on all sides. So we've established ourselves on the basis of strength in that regard. Are we rushing into things? No. It'll be a tough few years in getting to the status that we want. But I think we have to say, Rafa, when we look at the scale of what's available in the Midwest and in Limerick, and that every trophy possible already rests in this part of the country, and then some of our fine players are playing in Galway, Dublin, up in Larne, down in Waterford. I mean, we need to give them, first of all, a pathway, an opportunity to develop, and bring our people home to it so they can be proud and wear the jersey that I think everybody likes to wear when they represent their home county, their home area. So we're working towards that. And that's why, I suppose, when you mention sustainability, it is not about beneficial income for people. This is about benefiting the actual development of young people. And that's why we believe the path will be long, but it will be sustainable.
Yeah, and you mentioned there the amount of players from Limerick plying their trade in different parts of the country, and I suppose, look, the consultation and working in tandem with junior soccer in Limerick, we all know how strong that is. That's something that you're keen to emphasise as well.
And it is. I mean, we know that the reason there are such strong players is because of the grassroots that exists right throughout the city and the county. And I probably have more contact with the Desmond site in terms of where I live, and I've seen the incredible work that goes on. I know what's done in the district, and I know what's done in the county itself. Without complementing each other, the people who have the skill, potential, won't get that opportunity. And we are going to work very closely with the clubs and the leagues to make sure that people have an opportunity, don't get lost in the system. And I think that's critically important. We want to work with the clubs to make sure that they can sustain their players going forward, and we can work with them in doing that.
Has the license application, have you decided on a venue or a home venue for Treaty United going forward in the League of Ireland?
We have, and I'm delighted to say that the LEDP through Niall O'Callaghan in who's taken over in LEDP. We've had very good discussions, and the Markets Field will be our home ground, and I expect it to be the future of League of Ireland soccer as it has been in the past.
Yeah, and I think that's very important to soccer people in Limerick. Limerick soccer just has that affinity and that association with the Markets Field. I mean, when you think of the Markets Field, you think of the walk down to the stadium through Garryowen. You see this. You think of the old dog track. You think of the floodlights in the background as you head to the ground. It does have that special kind of aura to it when it comes to Limerick football.
And it does, and when fans can eventually get back to bringing that type of spirit back into the city itself, it will be good for all. Now, it is important that a partnership and alliance is built over time, so that the quality of the Markets Field actually gets played on at the highest possible level. And I think, like everything else, it's had its challenges. Soccer has had its challenges, but I think we're on a very good path. And again, can I thank Niall O'Callaghan and the LEDP crew for their cooperation in getting us to this point.
And finally, Conn, I suppose, look, like I said, a big day. Your hopes for League of Ireland soccer in Limerick going forward?
I have great hopes for it. It's going to take time. I'm not going to create expectations beyond what they should be, but we're putting a very strong team of people in place in terms of managers and backup crew, and we have proven that we can take the field in terms of our women this year and our under 17s. So we know what we can do. Those of us who are in the background know what we can do, and we won't be interfering with those who know what they can do on the field, and we will be there to support them, drive them every step of the way.